Okay, one more little thing that comes with one of the capabilities of this soundboard, Behringer X32. It's ability to run the monitoring line via Cat5e cable, which is basically runs 16 independent audio channels to mixers like this. Basically, where the musicians can select each channel separately and adjust the levels the way they like. Not only levels, it's including panning on each separate channel. It includes volume on a separate each separate channel, which absolutely independent. They're changing, and the whole thing memorizes the settings. So another additional good thing here is EQ, which is pretty good. I mean, for this type of unit, which has highs, has lows, and it has sweepable mids, which basically you can. It's enough for you to be able to readjust the frequencies, whatever you wish to have, even though it's on the master section, it's not on the separate channels. But each separate channel, you can set up the volume. So, for example, first channel where I'm talking, it shows that it has some signal, and when I select it, I can pretty much adjust the volume on it. That goes another channel, I'm selecting another channel, adjust the separate volume. So pretty much what I can do, I can create an independent mix for whatever I'm hearing through the system, whatever is fitting out there, those 16 channels, whatever they're coming, via direct channels, or they're coming from individual buses, or whatever, however they assign. The way the distribution system works is really interesting. We bought this distribution box, which is called Powerplay 16-channel digital alternate distributor model, and I thought it's not going to work without it. The funny thing is, the whole thing, now we're running the signal from the soundboard to distribution, which comes in here, then comes the output to the individual mixer. In this case, the power for individual mixer provided by distribution model. So basically, this thing, or for example, this has a DC input jack. The interesting thing is that on this unit, we're not using DC input jack as it is. So, but the power provided via Cat5e cable. So this thing has in and through, and it has MIDI in. I have no idea what the MIDI does. Maybe sometimes we'll figure this out. We didn't have enough time. It has line outputs, which goes left and right, or have headphones. So pretty much, you can select the powered speakers by yourself as a musician and control the monitor, mix, or whatever you wish, or you can run the headphones into it. The good thing is basically, so this Powerplay runs all I was thinking like, okay, I can probably plug in 8 of them, right? Had no clue. But the funny thing is, what it can be done, I can plug in this individual mixer without the distribution box, and it will still be working. Another thing, since this Cat5 RJ45 connectors has in and through, I decided, okay, can I daisy chain it? Let's try it. So I'll plug in this one to output. Okay. And plug in this one into the input. So far, I'm turning on the power, there is no power. For this case, I prepared the simple Radio Shack well-word adapter, even though Behringer said you cannot use it. So I plugged it in over here, and it works. The same way, and as you see the signal which I'm talking, it goes through channel 1 and it's fitting in there. So it works. Okay, how about if we're gonna bypass that thing? How about we're gonna, so apparently this distributor doesn't make much sense if you have such a small set over here. So pretty much what is, I assume is possible, I don't have another power adapter to check it, just to run it straight from the output of the soundboard to the mixer, bypassing this. So it's a pretty good thing. And I think this will work. I haven't tried it yet, but it's supposedly work because it works in daisy chaining and if you provide the power supply. Another thing, without this distribution amplifier, the individual mixers, they're not powering up by itself. So you have to provide the side power, which is basically wall-wart adapter. So another good thing that I forgot to mention, it's actually here, each one of the mixers has limiter built in. Basically, if you want to have more punch as a musician, like many of them likes it really loud, you bring a limiter so the peaks will not burn their headphones. Or if they're using in-ear systems like really good earbuds, the preamplifier is really strong over here, so you can actually ruin your hearing pretty quick. So you can adjust the limiter so to avoid some crazy peaks in the sound. Another thing, in the setup, you can link certain channels to be controlled together. You can group them. You can store them in the memory settings. So, for example, you can select as a memory and recall your memory settings. For example, you saved yours for 1, for 5, for 6, whatever. And another musician, for example, in the church, comes in and makes its own set. He can save in another settings and basically recall it any time. So, for example, I select store, go to 2, and it's all, so recall, select 2, and it comes back, brings my all presets and all settings. So this is pretty much it. Really nice system, fairly cheap, way cheaper than some other systems on the market. I mean, you can check the pricing on the web, and you will find out it's really competitive. And it's really nice sound, and I listened to the sound, it sounds pretty good. So I hope that helped you in your discovery of the new Behringer products, and I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next reviews.